you will be running a 1,000 meters. Can you tell me how does this 1,000 meters, sorry, fit into your season?
Yeah, I think this year has just really welcomed me to be a middle distance athlete again. I think I did quite a bit of doubling with 800, 1,500 earlier, and it's just going to set up a good 1,000. My agent Stephen had been in communication with Remy for quite some time about how we can return to Monaco this year, and off the back of last year's 2,000. So a 1,000 had been kind of in our minds, and so yeah, I've been preparing for it with lots of 800s, which has been different for me, but I very much enjoyed being a middle distance athlete and not a 1,500, 5,000 meter floating athlete. So yeah, it's been very fun.
So the 1,000 meters was one of your ideas to come back to Monaco?
Yeah, definitely. I think Monaco has been a big part of my career since my first year professional. I ran the 5,000 Australian record here in 2020 when Remy hosted the meet amongst COVID. So I have always enjoyed coming back here. I've run very good races here in the past, and so the opportunity to come back and run a 1,000 was very exciting to me. I think there is like the potential that it's an 800 when you see the 800 on the calendar, and that's maybe a little too short for me, but this 1,000 should be very much in my wheelhouse.
So talking about very, very beautiful races, the last time you were in Monaco last year, you set a new world record on the 2,000 meters. Obviously the crowd and the spectators are dreaming of a new big moment. How do you feel about this race tomorrow?
I feel very ready for this race. I think this distance is something that I'm ready to run well over. It's a very strong field, so it's similar to last year in that my first priority is trying to learn to navigate the field, and I think it's Monaco. Like, if you do that and you do that well, you run fast at the same time.
Right. Any questions?
Jessica, traveling and racing across continents can be demanding. What little routines or rituals help you feel grounded and race ready?
I think just trying to sleep and trying to train as soon as I get here. So we landed on Monday and go for a little shakeout run, and then it's more so trying to get a lot of sleep but not being too caught up in like being on the time zone, not letting that stress me out, just making sure you get the meals in, you get the sleep in at whatever hour that looks like, and trusting that by Friday night the body feels ready to go at 8:43 p.m.
Jess, a huge race for you tomorrow. When you were here last year, it kind of felt like you might have been coming in a little bit of chip on your shoulder. Now this year, you're coming in Olympic silver medalist over the 1,000. Sort of how have you, I suppose, embraced that new title and, you know, no longer just a chip on your shoulder, but a little bit of a target on your back? Sort of how have you found that this year, and how do you see that panning out tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I'm learning as I go every year, and I think even just in conversations with Faith last week and sort of seeing how she was in the lead into Prefontaine with the 1,500 and just enjoying the moment and enjoying being there and having fun with it, it was really refreshing to see someone that does line up with so much pressure every time, still enjoying the moment and just making the most of being there. So I think that was just a little like very in-person reminder of like, hey, this is fun and we get to do this, and it's not so much of feeling like that pressure and that target anymore. It's just like embrace that. Like, I've worked hard to get here, and I've worked hard to get to start lines like tomorrow night. So just embracing that for what it is, and not making the moment bigger than it has to be.
You run in an area with Faith Kipyegon being a super athlete that you run against very often. How does it feel to be on the same track as Faith Kipyegon?
It's pretty special. I think you feel the magic from when you sort of see the start list with her name on it. You kind of just know that the whole field is going to run their best behind her. So I think it's very much just one of those things that we appreciate every opportunity to bring the best out in ourselves, and Faith encourages the whole field to kind of do the same. So it's just it's kind of indescribable the effect she's had on our event and continues to have, and will have for another few more years.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica, for stopping by, and the best for tomorrow then.
Thank you. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.